So I was told that Avenger paired up with the Puppet Master is actually a very good combo because of their abilities. They just mesh together. Paired up with the Werewolf and the Berserker since they do damage whenever their abilities is active. So let's see how far can we go using this deck. My name is Mike. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out to the person down here for recommending me to try out this deck. Let's see how far we can go here. You know, Vampire, even though he's not the greatest anymore like he used to, can still make a comeback whenever he is alone. So let's try to focus on taking him out. 122 damage to the Vampire, but he can always just heal up, you know. So he's going to hit the Avenger just once, and of course pushes towards the Wraith. Yeah, not much I can do here. Yeah, there really isn't much I can do here. I guess just hit the Avenger towards the Priest. Yeah, that's the best I could have done. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Wraith goes next. He can multi-hit the Avenger, sadly. That's actually a decent amount of damage. Got quite a bit of damage. He's still healing up the Vampire, which is a problem. Just hit the Vampire with the Avenger right there. We also double hit the Wraith using the Werewolf, which is awesome. He's going to activate the Werewolf's ability right there. He does need to be careful. Activating the Werewolf's ability is dangerous. Alright, so he just activated the Werewolf's ability. Hit the Avenger towards the Wizard. And then we'll hit the Berserker, potentially the Priest as well. There we go. Pushing the Wizard towards the Werewolf for a lot of damage right there. He is going to deal splash damage here to these two, which is going to be a lot of damage. Avenger just died. Well played. So I do have a puppet, but my Avenger died, which is a problem, but we can still make a comeback here, hopefully. Push the Vampire towards the Werewolf. Hit the Wizard as well. Almost a double hit on the Wizard with taking him out. But sadly, you know, he cannot use the Wizard right now. And they're just stuck in the goop, which is good for me. Let them be stuck in the goop. And let's see here. Of course, he is just constantly healing, which is a problem. But we shall take out the Priest so that way he stops healing. And let's see if we can also hit the Wraith. That would be good, right? Yes, we do hit the Wraith. Let's go. We do hit the Wraith. And of course, you know, the Wizard is just taking damage because of the goop. It is a 2v3 here, which we do have a slight advantage. He's just going to hit both Puppet Master and the Puppet. Puppet Master is still alive by an inch, though. Push the Puppet towards the Wizard and the Wraith. There we go. Nice little bit of damage. Alright, so only the Wraith is left alive. We should be able to win here. Especially with the Berserker at full health. We should be fine. He's going for the Puppet Master and the Werewolf. That will activate the Werewolf's ability if she doesn't get taken out. Yeah. So now we can basically... Well, it's going to be difficult. I don't think we can two-shot the Wraith. I would like to. But in order to do that, let's see if we can just hit the Berserker so that way the Werewolf can go back to hit the Wraith again. No, we sadly do not do that. But it's fine. He's going for the Berserker for whatever reason. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We need a triple hit though. We should be able to get it, right? 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. Good game. Alright, so won our first game there. Very interesting deck he had. He had 3 epics and a rare. But regardless, very happy that we were actually able to win that first match. Let's continue on. Second match here. So far, so good. Let's see. Enchantress Jawsome. That's the meta again, it seems like. Griffin is a powerful hero still, and the Thunderpawns, even though it's not as powerful as it used to be before, those charges can be devastating to me, especially since I have the Werewolf. It will not activate the Werewolf's ability, which is a problem. Only 1 charge. That was such a bad play for him. Like, very bad. I mean, I want to take out the Enchantress as quick as possible. We won't be able to do that, obviously. He is going to buff up the Jawsome. If he doesn't, I'm going to be very surprised. There it is. Yeah, he's going to buff up the Jawsome. Yeah, so the Jawsome is going to be annoying now to face. It's not like we can even hit the Jawsome, so... with the Thunderpaws and the Enchantress right there. Oh, we also hit the little Jawsome for a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Will he activate or buff up the Thunderpaws here? He missed the buff. he missed the buff, which is actually pretty funny for me. Yeah, I still want to take out the enchanters, but again, I don't think we can do it in this very turn, but we'll try. Nope. So I'm assuming he is going to buff up his Thunder Paws, maybe? He's going for my Puppet Master. Interesting choice. He actually takes out the Puppet Master, meaning that no puppets, but we do have the Avenger got buffed, which is good. Take out the Enchantress right now before he buffs up the Griffin and the Thunder Paws. At least they're doing regular damage instead of doing like plus 36, which is crazy. He is going for the Avenger. That might actually take out the Avenger right there. Yep, it did. Took out the Avenger. And the Berserker's ability will get activated right here. So we might try. The Avenger actually stayed alive. I actually did not expect that. Whoopsies. All right. Hit the Jocelyn regardless. There you go. Plus the Griffin actually took like 85 damage. Not terrible. All right, who is he going to take out? The Avenger or... Actually, he actually takes out both of them. Never mind. All right. So we have to rely on the werewolf, and of course, he is still not doing damage to me directly, which of course is not activating my ability. Let's see if we can take out the Thunder Paws. That did not take out the Thunder Paws, but he might just still use his abilities, so that way he doesn't deal direct damage to me. He is actually going to activate the werewolf's ability right there. As long as he doesn't push it towards the Jocelyn, we shall be fine. Yeah, it did not push it towards the Jocelyn, which is good. Good for me. Let's do this, and let's see if we can make the werewolf also hit the Griffin. I need a good angle. I think right there. There we go. Decent damage. All right. So they both need 1 hit to die. Or sorry, 2 hits. 2 hits to die. Let's see if we can do it as long as he doesn't take out the werewolf right now using the Griffin. Oh boy, we're still alive. The only way we can win here is to double hit the Jocelyn here, and then hopefully we'll hit the Griffin and somehow just take him out. No! It was so close, dude. No! Come on. I'm not sure if pushing it towards the team would have been enough. I think it is. I think it's 10%. 10% max health, and the Griffin has 370. Yeah. So I think it would have done 37 damage taking him out, but sadly we failed to push him towards his team, and that, ladies and gentlemen, cost us the game, and we lost. Such an unfortunate loss. But let's continue on. All right, guys. Unfortunate loss in the last one. We were so close in winning. We just couldn't actually just, take the win, He's going for the Scarecrow. That will attack the Berserker. Decent damage, but nothing to worry about just yet. I think we just got... I guess we just hit the Ragnar twice. Not sure if we can hit the Thunder Paws as well, but we'll try. Nope, but we still did 106 damage to the Ragnar. Not terrible. Scarecrow going next, I'm not too worried about him. He cannot use his ability at all. If he tried to use the Ragnar's ability, it should miss. So he just did just a smidge of damage, but nothing too scary, Hit the Scarecrow. We don't want the Scarecrow there. I mean, he is still alive, but unfortunately, he might actually play around with the Scarecrow here. No, actually he did. That will activate the Berserker's ability. The Berserker is actually still alive, so we can deal damage to these two for a lot. That did take out the Scarecrow. Okay, I was worried that we failed to take out the Scarecrow, but we did finally take him out right there. But the Berserker, it's too late for the Berserker. Thankfully, the Berserker stayed alive long enough to actually use his ability for the last time to take him out. And that will take out the Berserker, meaning that there's going to be a puppet on the board. And the Avenger's ability is also activated. So, perfect for me. Let's see if we can double hit the Griffin by doing like this. Triple hitting the Griffin to actually take him out. Let's go. All right. He's still playing around with all of his abilities to not activate the Werewolf's ability. It's smart. Annoying for me, but it's smart. We shall try to double hit the puppet here. We actually double hit the Thunder Paws while double hitting the puppet. So there you go, guys. No more abilities for him. He needs to deal direct damage to me, finally. Actually takes out the Avenger. Just push the Ragnar towards the puppet and we'll win. So yeah, that should be a win right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right. Actually very happy and that we're actually able to win against the Wombo combo, even though the Wombo combo is not as strong as it used to be before. We still managed to beat it, and it's still a little bit strong, potentially even stronger than my deck, and we're actually able to win that one. Let's go. Let's continue on. All right, 2 wins, 1 loss here. Facing a defensive buff with heals and a Rocketeer. Rocketeer is going to be a problem, that's for sure. But can we just double hit the Blacksmith and then hit the Rocketeer towards my side? Yes, we do. Plus, we also hit the Dancing Dragon. He might just buff up the Rocketeer. Unless he just wants to buff up the rest of his heroes first and then get the Rocketeer last. He's going for the... Okay, never mind. He's going for the Rocketeer, so... Oh, never mind. He's going for the Dancing Dragon to heal up the Blacksmith and the Rocketeer, plus giving the Dancing Dragon defensive buff. That will activate the Berserker's... Or, sorry, the Werewolf's ability. Can we somehow push the Avenger towards the Rocketeer? Yes, we do. The Rocketeer actually takes over 200 damage right there. That is huge. That is his main attacker, the Rocketeer. So I'm going to hope that he does not heal up the Rocketeer right there. He does not. Keeps hitting the Werewolf. The Rocketeer only has 1 rocket, so I'm not too worried about that. Hitting, the Rocketeer and the Paladin right there, pretty good. He only has 1 rocket, so I'm not too worried about that. Okie doke. Now let's, hit the Blacksmith and actually take out his Rocketeer right there. Let's go. Alright, so his main attacker is dead. But he can still do well by using the Dancing Dragon's ability. Let's see how well we can do. Plus, he is going to... Yeah, he just healed up, basically. Not sure what we can do here. Let's just hit the Blacksmith and potentially the Paladin right there. Oh, we missed the Paladin. Ouch. We don't even double hit the Blacksmith, sadly. Alright, so Werewolf finally just used up her ability. I mean, we'll probably get it back because he actually hit the Werewolf. Oh, no, he did not. Okay. So, let's do... We cannot do much here. Let's just push the Berserker upwards to deal damage to the Paladin. And not taking goop damage. A little bit surprised about that. He is going to heal up the Blacksmith and the Dancing Dragon. Also, the Paladin as well for hitting the Dancing Dragon. This is becoming a little bit annoying, honestly. Let's just push the Paladin towards the Werewolf. Werewolf should the Blacksmith as well. Lots of damage to the Paladin. The Paladin almost dead. If it wasn't for the defensive buff, that would have taken out the Paladin. He is going to heal up the Paladin once again. Healing up the Blacksmith for a lot. That is crazy. But we'll take out the Paladin right there, so that way he stops giving everyone 80 health back. Almost hitting the Dancing Dragon just to take him out, or start dealing damage to him. Werewolf is about to die. He could actually take out the Werewolf right now if he wants to, and he should, because the Werewolf does go next. Instead, though, he's focusing on the Puppet Master. Interesting. Okay. Not much I can do here, honestly. Can we double hit the Blacksmith? Just gotta try to double hit him right there. There we go. Nice little double hit for 252 damage. Yeah, he can still heal up the Blacksmith. I just didn't have a direct hit to the Dancing Dragon using my Werewolf, so that's why I decided to do that. Plus, if we take out the Blacksmith as quick as possible, then of course the Dancing Dragon won't be able to use his ability. And even though he has the defensive buff, he cannot heal up or give anyone an attack buff, meaning that we should be fine in winning here. But I think it is already... yeah, he decided to just quit right there. So, we'll take the victory. Even though we have to waste 3 turns of my life right here. Push it towards the Avenger. Blacksmith is actually still alive, so if he comes back, he can still heal up the Blacksmith if he wants to. Let's see, though. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, he's not coming back, but still, this is annoying that we have to waste turns and time because if this person decides to turn off his phone instead of actually surrendering to me. The Werewolf actually died because of the goop, meaning that, there's going to be a puppet on the board, and the Avenger does have his attack buff. We actually did 214 damage to the Dancing Dragon right there, which is awesome. And he basically has one more turn to, to come back. If he doesn't, then we'll win. And ladies and gentlemen, he did not come back, meaning that we will win here, no matter what. Because the game will force surrender him. So, let's go, dude. Alright, so that another good game. He surrendered as soon as I took out the Rocketeer and the Paladin right there. Very happy to see that. Let's continue on. Alright guys, 3 wins, 1 loss here. Slime is going to be annoying to face, but let's see how well we can do here. Let's do... focus on the Warlord. I don't want the Warlord to just stay alive, you know? I could have probably just burnt everyone, but taking out the Warlord is going to be the best play, in my opinion, for him to just not buff up his heroes as quick, being annoying. Like, look at that. The Priest just did a lot of damage because he was buffed, which is annoying. I mean, we'll just do this. Let's see if we can make the Avenger also hit the Priest here. Yes, we do. Plus, we are going to burn. That will activate the Werewolf's ability. And she actually goes next, which is annoying. But she did not get the buff, thankfully. But still, it is going to be a lot of damage. She is focusing on my Werewolf since the Werewolf is activated, the ability. So that's going to be annoying, but it's fine. Let's just do this. Bada boom. Taking out the Warlord, so no more buffs at all to anyone, which is perfect. Plus, my werewolf goes next. The problem is she is slow down, so we might not even be able to hit anyone if the Puppet Master stays where he is. No, actually, we should be able to win here. Or not win, just take out the priest here at least. And there we go. Alright, so it's a 2v4 here. The problem is, the slime and the werewolf, they're both at full health. But, we do have a slight advantage since we have more heroes, basically. So, he's going after my Avenger. Nice little double hit, but nothing to worry about. Let's do... I guess we just hit the slime, I guess? We just do that. Nice little double in the slime. Almost pushing it towards the Berserker. That should have hit. That should have hit. That will activate the Berserker's ability, right? Yeah, that will activate the Berserker's ability. He does not want to do that, I'm assuming. Instead, he thankfully missed taking out my Avenger. I might mistakenly hit the werewolf here. Yep, we did. So the werewolf's ability did get activated right there, which is a problem for me. I did not want to activate her ability. Because now he might take out the werewolf. The werewolf gets burned to death right there. But we can now play, using the Berserker's ability and the Avenger's ability. Let's just do this right there. There we go. Almost pushing it towards the Avenger. That would have been such a good play. I think we're losing here, though, because we lost the werewolf the way that we did, And that will hit the Avenger, but thankfully did not take out the Berserker, or at least the Berserker did not get hit. Take out that werewolf once and for all. And sadly, we missed hitting the slime with the Berserker. That would have just given me a huge chance of winning. We can still win here since we have puppets on the board. We can use that to my advantage. Because that... Actually, he should stay alive. Yep, he is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if we can double hit. I don't think we will. Yeah, we did. Let's go, dude. We actually did a nice little double hit right there, and we actually got our 4th win. Let's go, dude. So far, very happy with what we're doing so far. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 4 wins, 1 loss here. Enchantress Jawsome. That's just a powerful combo that needs to die, basically. He is going to buff up the Jawsome here. Thankfully missed the Treant. Activates the Werewolf, so we can just go for the Enchantress because I don't want him to just buff up anyone else. The Enchantress is alive. Are you kidding me? The Enchantress stayed alive. That is crazy. Now he's going to buff up the Treant. I was trying to take out the Enchantress before he buffs up anyone else, man. Come on. That's so annoying, man. Hit the Treant, and we'll take out the Enchantress before he buffs up the Scarecrow because I don't want that. I don't want the Scarecrow to be buffed. But still, he buffed up 2 of his heroes, which is annoying. The Puppet Master will get hit. He's just going after the Werewolf. Lots of damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But we should be fine. Double hit the Jawsome, I guess. The Jawsome is the most annoying and dangerous hero right there. Decent damage to the Jawsome. Also hitting the Scarecrow a little bit. Not too bad. He's going for the Scarecrow play while hitting the Puppet Master. The werewolf is actually still alive, which is actually pretty insane to me. I'm not sure if I should just take advantage of the werewolf once and for all since the werewolf is about to die next turn. Or should just hit both of these two. Potentially just hit the Scarecrow as well. We do hit the Scarecrow. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. That will take out the werewolf right now. And the Puppet Master. So, no puppets on the board, but our Avenger's ability did get activated at least. Got a nice little double hit right there and push hopefully the Scarecrow towards the Avenger. There we go. Get another hit. All right. I mean, it's fine, you know. Scarecrow goes next, so I'm not too worried about his ability to be active because it can't. So he's just going to just hit the Avenger towards the Treant. Avenger will be taking a lot of damage right there, though. Holy guacamole. Yeah, just take out the Jawsum. We don't want the Jawsum alive. Can we hit the Treant as well? No way we missed the Treant. Come on. How did we miss the Treant literally by an inch? Any damage would have been so good right there, man. Alright, so he's going for the Scarecrow and the Avenger. Okay, so the Scarecrow hits the Treant. Not to worry about that. Since the Scarecrow goes next, I might just hit the Treant first instead of the Scarecrow. So let's do that. There you go, nice little double hit. Yeah, we'll take it. Plus, he won't be able to use the Treant's ability to buff him up, so he's gonna have to go for straight damage. And of course, he triple hits, but that actually activates the Berserker's ability, which is huge. Can we actually do this and just hit the Treant as well? No! Come on, no. We need a triple hit. He actually needs a triple hit on me as well. So, plus, I mean, he can actually triple hit me easily since he is super heavy. Yep, he just did. Well played. Well played. I'm not sure if hitting the Treant was going to be the best play. I mean, we'll never know at this point, but unfortunate loss right there. Let's continue one. Alright, guys. Can we win here, even though we're facing another Enchantress Jawsum combo? Enchantress Jawsum is just annoying. Holy guacamole. With the Warlord as well. I don't think we're winning here. I think this is the meta deck. Since the Wombo combo got nerfed, I think this is the best deck that you can use. I think. In my opinion, I think it is. He's going to buff up, the Werewolf and the Jawsum. I mean, he basically just buffed up 2 of his heroes, so if he buffs up the Warlord, it might not even be necessary to just take out the Enchantress. I mean, we almost just took out the Warlord, so I think that's pretty good. He's going to push the Werewolf towards the Puppet Master. That's actually quite a bit of damage, not gonna lie. We'll take out his Warlord, so that way he stops. Oh, we missed the double hit. We missed the double hit. I'm hoping that the Berserker stays alive. Berserker is still alive, but, I mean, we cannot do much right there, sadly. Yeah, there really isn't much I can do there. Hit the Enchantress and the Puppet Master towards... Okay, we did take out his Warlord. With a nice little double hit on the Jawsum, and also did okay damage to the Enchantress. Even though the Enchantress did her job. Not sure if we can win here, though. Yep, the Berserker just died, which means there's going to be a puppet. There's going to be a puppet. The Avenger gets his ability activated. Plus, we can actually potentially take out his Jawsum right now. No, we failed. We also had the Enchantress, but it wasn't enough. Alright, so he's going to take out... That should not take out the Puppet Master. Okay, it did. It did because Jawsum was there to deal extra damage to me, unfortunately. Just push the Puppet towards the Werewolf and the Jawsum here. We missed the Jawsum, but we still did damage to the Werewolf. And of course, the Puppet... I mean, he is blocked by the Jawsum. Can he get a direct damage on me? I mean, doing a wall bounce, he could, but is that going to be a double hit? How does he get a double hit? Are you kidding me, dude? Hit the Werewolf once and for all. Just hit the Werewolf right there. Nice little double hit. Because we have to deal as much damage as possible. Because now he might just take out the Werewolf, my Werewolf here. He's going after my Avenger. Oh, he actually takes out the Werewolf. Actually, no, the Werewolf is still alive. We need a double hit on the Werewolf right there. There we go. Alright, we just need the Avenger to survive. And the Avenger can't survive if... How many hits? 4 hits. 4 or 5. Let's see. 1, 2, and the ability won't be near. Let's go. We actually won against this deck, which is, in my opinion, the best deck. Not sure if... I mean, having the robot in your deck might be better, because the robot is just incredibly powerful. But this deck is what I see in the ladder, and in trophy matches, and yeah, it's basically all over the place. But thankfully, we're actually able to win against this one in this run, so let's continue one. All right, so 5 wins, 2 losses. I'm pretty happy with the 5 wins so far. Also using an Enchantress. But he might go for... Will he just buff? Or is he gonna go for damage using the runes? He is going to use the runes and damage me. Only hits the puppet. The puppet master... Somehow the giant's ability was there to deal damage to me. That's crazy. Try to double hit the Enchantress, please. Maybe push the Thunder Idol towards my side of the arena. There it is. Okay. We'll take it, dude. Decent damage to those two. Enchantress will buff up the Cultist and the Thunder Idol. Werewolf's ability does get activated, which is good. And yeah, I guess we'll just hit the Enchantress here. Well, it doesn't even matter because he just buffed up. We'll hit the Enchantress regardless, push the Giant towards the Werewolf, hit the Dragon's Hand to burn the Giant at least. Yeah, he buffed up all 3 of his heroes in 1 turn. Not sure if we're going to make a comeback here. I just need to get very lucky with, my abilities. Berserker's ability, Puppet's ability. Every single one of them abilities, we can still make a comeback here. He's going to double hit the Berserker. That will not activate the ability just yet. My Werewolf does go next with her ability. Not sure if we can double hit the Giant. I don't think so. Oh, look at the damage that we did. Taking out the Enchantress and the Thunder Idol, and the Giant almost died because of it. What a play. What a play. Alright, so he's going after my Avenger. Potentially the Werewolf as well. Yep. What? What was that? That's crazy, dude. Alright. Hit the Cultist towards the Puppet. The Puppet should hit the Giant, potentially burning the Thunder Idol as well. Thunder Idol is sadly still alive, but we did take out the Giant. We did lots of damage to the Cultist as well. Berserker goes next, so if he activates the Berserker's ability, we can definitely 2-shot the Cultist and just take out the Thunder Idol somehow. He's going to burn everyone. Okay, will that activate the Berserker's ability? It does. Okay. We actually don't have a good angle, though. Take out the Thunder Idol. This angle should take out the Thunder Idol. There it is. Alright, so we took out the Thunder Idol. We actually burnt the Cultist, which is... We'll take any damage at this point because we might actually lose a Berserker. Cultist does need 3 hits to take out the Berserker. 1, 2... Will the runes be in range? It is not, but look at how dangerously close this is. He can actually win here. If we can double hit, then we'll potentially win. We actually got the double hit. Oh boy, he could have won if he would have went next, because he can just use the runes to be able to, actually hit me without actually directly hitting me. So let's go, guys. We're halfway there through the challenge. Let's continue on. All right, guys, 6 wins here. Again, we're facing this basic ladder deck, Well, not basic, but, we're just facing the meta deck. Hit the Warlord and the Jawsome. He's just going to buff up, I'm assuming. Enchantress gets a buff. He might as well just buff up the Warlord and just use the Enchantress damage to potentially deal damage. He buffs up the Werewolf as well. Hits my Avenger. Well played. Yeah, this isn't good. Just hit the Werewolf, I guess, towards my Werewolf. We completely miss hitting it towards my Werewolf. Okay, I think we're not winning here. Just, just the first 2 turns, I don't think we're winning here. I'm pretty sure. Thankfully, the Jawsome is not buffed, so we can survive a little bit longer and potentially make a comeback from that. But again, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, hit the Enchantress, I guess. Not sure if we can hit the Werewolf by doing that. Yes, we did. Whoa, double hitting the Werewolf. That's actually kind of clutch. Double hitting both of them. Werewolf gets the buff. Holy guacamole. 216 damage. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? That is incredibly annoying. But thankfully, he only hits me once. That will actually activate the Werewolf's ability down there, which is good. But, there really isn't much I can do here. Hit the Werewolf towards the Jawsome, I guess. Just get that damage off. There you go. Not pushing it towards the Puppet Master somehow. That was very weird. Jawsome gets the buff. I think we're going to lose to the Puppet Master here. Unless he decides to focus on the Berserker since the Berserker's ability is activated. Now he's going for the Jawsome here. Potentially take out the Puppet Master. Yes or no? Yep. And the Berserker is going to be in range. Oh, never mind. He actually, the Berserker somehow got blocked from getting hit. We'll take it. We'll take it because this is not looking too great for me. Can we double hit the Jawsome here? Push it towards the Berserker? Yes, we did. And hit the Enchantress, please. Thank you. Imagine hitting the Werewolf. That would have been such a good play, but that would have activated her ability. But regardless, the Werewolf is doing a lot of damage because of her buff. So, alright, so he is not going after the Berserker, which is very strange. He's going after my Werewolf, which it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. We have to hit the Werewolf here. Let's also hit the Warlord towards the Avenger. Well, the Werewolf can actually one-shot everyone. So who is he going to choose? Berserker, Avenger, or the Werewolf? Who is he going to choose? That is a question. Let's see. Berserker and the Avenger. Yeah, makes sense. He can hit both of them. Werewolf thankfully does not get pushed to death, and unfortunately we need to win now because the Werewolf is basically just one shot from dying. So I guess we just do this. I guess hit the Warlord right there. Hitting the Enchantress like that, what? If only his Werewolf wasn't buffed, he would need 2 hits to take me out, but I think he can double hit me pretty easily right there. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be... He actually missed... Imagine, he actually missed a double hit right there. I would have needed 3 hits to take him out. But regardless, guys, that is going to be our 3rd and final loss. We got 6 wins, which is very good regardless. Let's claim this roll right there for 370 cards. Not too bad, guys. Strikers, not what I'm looking for. Farmer as well, not really. Knights, no. Mummy, no. Gargoyle, no. Not the cards that we're looking for in my baby account, but still, very happy with the run so far, or, the run that we actually did. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. Very happy run. Good run. 6 wins. Halfway there. Did not get all the way to 12 wins, obviously, but still, very good 6 wins right there. If you guys have any other recommendations that you want to see, just let me know down in the comments below, and so I'll do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for the continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.